Morning, I'm back again. I've had a nice break. Well, I've been working with other things with my job, but I've had a break from the morning readings and I'm back now. It's the 4th of January 2022 and this is the first one card reading of 2022. Oh, that's just jumped out. We have the awakening. Let's get that in. The awakening. Morning. It's the 4th of January 2022 and this is the first one card reading of today. And we have the card of the awakening with the keyword emergence. And we've got an amazing image on this card. We've got a face perfectly balanced between the emotions and the water and the fire and the element of fire up above her with the star. And her eyes are focused. She's looking forward. She's got her third eye fully open. She's fully connected to her physical body. She's fully connected to her spiritual. What's the word I'm looking for? Her spiritual being. And the message that this card brings today, I think there's a couple actually. It's bringing the message to try not to judge people too harshly. Probably the most important message that you can bring through in the world at the moment is to try not to judge people too harshly. There's far too much judgment going on in the world at the moment, and we need to try to see people from our hearts and try to look at them through the eyes of love rather than the eyes of fear, and through the eyes of unity rather than through the eyes of division and separation. Yeah, so don't judge people too harshly, and that includes yourself. If you've been doing lots of evaluation and looking back over the past year, which a lot of people tend to do over the New Year period, there's a lot of evaluation and assessment going on at this time. And it's a time to be kind to yourself and a time to really look for the positives in what you've achieved. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the stop button then. Yeah, it's time to look back on what you've done and give yourself a pat on the back, and then to bring your focus into looking forwards and finding the next step on your path, and beginning now to really focus on moving forwards. The last video that I did, I remember I was saying the phrase tunnel vision, because that's what I actually named the blog that I wrote, the summary blog that I did of all my one card readings, and this card is actually reminding me of that. This here looks like it's reminding me of the image that I chose to go with the blog, the tunnel. So this card is bringing through the message to focus and to try to just have tunnel vision now on your goals. It's a time of great expansion, and with the keyword emergence, I just feel like there's going to be so many different opportunities, new opportunities coming our way now, and a lot of people are going to be moving forwards very rapidly, I feel. Not connecting to drama, not connecting to toxic energy anymore, really using our intuition to kind of sniff out the opportunities for growth, and using our intuition to sniff out the situations and the people that are going to actually be more damaging for us in the long run. And I just think that there's going to be a lot of ease in terms of knowing what is right for us, and in terms of knowing what is definitely not right for us in the future now. Massive growth in intuition, massive growth towards people knowing what they want, focusing on their goals, and just really staying in their own lane now, and going for positive opportunities. Sorry, I'm wobbling my phone a bit because I'm going to read from the book now. So I really feel like this is a really positive card. It corresponds to the fire element, so it's about creativity and confidence and self-esteem and self-worth and all of the, you know, really positive elements of the fire element. And with the ankh in the middle of the card that I'm being drawn to now, the ankh is a symbol of balance. So I feel like this is a card that's coming through as a kind of, it's a sign to all of us, I think, that we've done a lot of inner work, and we've reached a point now where we're taking control. We're taking control of our lives. I think so many more people are recognizing that the power to change our lives comes from ourselves. So I'm going to read from the book now. It says, awaken to a full blend of your physical and spiritual self. All that has been missing is you. The awakening gently rouses inner radiant truth. This image shows a divine spark emerging from the water of life and breathing in the physical world. The ankh tells us we are an internal part of the whole, creating an endless wonder. Something of the spiritual is being shared with the physical, and vice versa. The space where the two engage expands beyond fear into an ocean of love. Bask in the brightness of this image. Let it reflect the beauty of each moment, and see love wherever you look. As your vision moves between worlds, your perception will expand to reveal more love. The awakening acknowledges a complete union and alignment within yourself. The physical and spiritual have merged into one. Until now, you have been holding back in a situation. You have been looking at something or someone with your physical eyes. However, your inner eye is awakening, and you are now seeing from a renewed, loving perspective. So it's kind of reminding me of the kind of conflict and battle between the ego and the higher self. And the ego wants you to live in fear, and your higher self wants you to live in love. But I feel like this card is kind of signifying that, you know, we're connecting to the higher self a lot more these days, and not allowing that ego to cloud our judgment anymore. Your physical eyes see conditionally, your spiritual eyes see unconditionally. Bring all three things together for a fully balanced view. You have seen what is possible beyond the fear and limitations. It is time to put your whole self forward. So it's a really great card to start the year with, I think. Really positive card. And yeah, onwards and upwards, everybody, I think is the message. And also the message to slow down. When I was meditating today, the song Feeling Groovy came into my head, which opens with the words, slow down, you're moving too fast. You've got to make the morning last. So I feel like there's another message coming through to try to enjoy some peaceful moments in your day as well, and to try to not always be rushing and you know, moving too fast, going from one thing to another through your day. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye.